Oh, hey there. How's everyone doing? I'm back with another sort of guitar repair video. This time we'll be dealing with my new Telecaster Deluxe that I've got recently. I absolutely love this guitar. I love playing it. I love how it sounds. The only thing I noticed though when I first got it was that some of these frets were sort of sticking off the edge of the fretboard. It's gotten a bit better now because I think where it was kept before was a bit more of a dry environment. It's a bit more humid here, so they've kind of, the wood of the neck has expanded. But there's still some frets that stick out, specifically down here on the higher frets. So today we're going to be dealing with that. And I got this file from Stu Mac that is specifically for dressing frets. So it's got two sides for filing down the ends of the frets, and then one sharper side that's meant for kind of cutting off any burrs that might occur from the fret dressing. Before we get into that though, I want to say hello to all my new subscribers who've joined over the last month. Thanks for subscribing. And if you hadn't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Hit that button. You're here, you're watching this video, you probably want to see more, so hit subscribe. Alright, so I've gotten the strings taken off. I put a little bit of just painter's tape here just to protect any of this part of the body from being scratched when I'm filing it. I mean, it shouldn't be an issue at all, but just to be safe. And one test you can do to see how bad the frets are is you can take a wood doweling or a pencil, which is all I have, and you can just rub it along the edge of the frets here. And you'll see as I do that, that it's starting to put some scratches on this pencil. So you can see there's some scratches on the pencil. And the plan would be to try to get rid of that so that that doesn't cut you when you're playing guitar. So I'm just going to start down here at the first fret, and we're going to take the file here and just use the sort of the wider flat side and just start filing down in like sort of long strokes. So let's get to it. Yeah, that's starting to feel better already. I'm starting to notice the difference that the doesn't seem to be sticking out quite as much. I think it's actually the top end that's, some of these tops are a lot worse than the bottom, like especially up here. Holy cow, some of these really stick out. So we'll get to those ones after, but right now I'm going to just sort of do all the ones on this side first, and this is already a lot better. Holy cow, yeah. And this whole time, obviously, I'm being very careful to only file the fret, obviously. I don't want to scratch the fingerboard at all. Actually, one of the neat things about this file that I didn't mention before is that the one side is actually rounded and smooth. So it's actually meant to protect the fretboard, so if you do accidentally rub this side along the fretboard, it's not going to cause any sort of issues, theoretically. So I've got the sort of first three done here, and I'm just noticing the significant difference. I mean, they still stick out a tiny bit, but these first three compared to even the next few, it's huge. It's huge. Like, I can definitely feel these next ones are cutting my fingers. Not cutting my fingers, but I can feel them scratching my fingers more than these first three. So this is awesome. It's going to be great. I think it's going to play really nicely afterwards. I'm not going to have to worry about like cutting myself while sliding up and down the fretboard. As you can see here, I'm working on the 12th fret right now, and it's just a matter of sort of kind of going around the edges of the fret and kind of getting all those sort of rough corners off and kind of coming off the top of the fret. And then the main part is these like parts of the fret that hang over quite a bit. Trying to get some of that down and then smoothing it afterwards. But it's made a noticeable difference along the fretboard here. And like I was running my hand along the fretboard and I could just tell, like, you know, if I wasn't really looking, I could tell it's like, okay, I've done up until like this fret here, and you can just tell it changes. And it's so much better now. It's a lot smoother, and yeah, this is working wonders. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the frets, get all the bottom done, all the top done, and then we'll get strung up. So, I got all the frets finally done, top and bottom. I didn't bother with the tops, a few of these higher up ones on the top side, because my hand's never going to go there, so whatever. They still stick out a tiny bit, but the edges are definitely way smoother now. So one last thing I'm going to do before I string it up we're gonna come back to our pencil test, and we're gonna see if our pencil gets all marked up again. I'm gonna specifically use like the part here, the pencil that's got the logo on it, so that we can see if anything gets scraped off. So here we go, let's give it a shot. And I swear I'm not trying to like make it seem less abrasive this time through. Nothing, like nothing. Like even like, you know, give it, yeah, no, nothing, no scratches. Yeah, look at that, there you go, no scratches. As compared to earlier, that's the earlier shot of when we did this before I addressed, and it just ripped the paint right off the pencil. So, I think it still needs a bit of work. I think I don't quite have the right tool for this. I know there's a bigger file, like a longer file that you can actually use that's meant for kind of bringing the ends in more. But I definitely got all the sharp edges off, which was sort of my main goal because I didn't want to keep cutting my hand while playing. So I'm going to get some strings on it and get it set up. It does need a bit of a step. I noticed when I was playing it recently that some of the strings were a little too high or some were buzzing, so I'm going to do that. And yeah, then it'll be good to go. So thanks for joining me on this one. I know it's a bit of a shorter video, just some general maintenance on this guitar and not a build or anything. But I do have some ideas for things I want to do, so maybe there'll be some bigger project coming in the near future. Keep your eyes peeled. If you don't want to miss it, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and then you won't miss the next video when it comes out. So, we'll see you in the next one.